I have a question, Conor. You kind of touched on it a moment ago. Have Manchester United actually turned the corner? Because I've been thinking long and hard about this over the past week or two. It's very difficult to call it a new manager bounce when you see going to the Emirates and winning and the only team to do it, beating Manchester City in a derby, and again, that's a big thing, and then showing the resolve, come back from having thrown away a 2-goal lead to still go up the other end and get the third to beat Fulham by 3-2 to keep this run going. I don't know if this is the new manager bounce or if it's a rediscovering of confidence, and we all know how big a factor confidence can be for footballers in that something simple that sparks that building of confidence can completely change the narrative and the direction of an entire season. So have they turned the corner?
I'd say it's like they've almost turned the corner to get back to where they should be. Like, if you look on paper at the squad, Manchester United squad probably is the fifth or sixth best team in the league, and Amorim had them playing a system that didn't suit them and a lack of confidence that made them the 14th best team in the league. Or what they finished last year was the 16th or 17th or something like. But like, obviously they're better than that. And I think what Michael Carrick has done is just give them, like you said, that confidence again to go and actually play like the fifth or sixth best team in the league, which is where they should be, in all honesty. So I think they've turned the corner back to where they should be, rather than they've turned the corner into becoming like league champions or anything that way. But certainly, yeah, they're looking more confident, and fair play to them. Like, Michael Carrick's doing a good job there, and it does go to show what players can do when they have a manager that actually knows how to get the best out of them and give them a bit of encouragement, doesn't it? So whether we follow suit at some point or not is another thing, or whether we need to now or at this point is another debate. But I think they're looking better than they were, but they're kind of where they should be now, more so than boosted to where they shouldn't be, if that makes sense.
I guess, Chris, the reason I bring it up is we've kind of used them as a reference point for everything wrong for quite a while now, about wrong decisions and quick judgments on managers and stuff like that. Whereas now they've won in different ways, and that's where I'm getting at. They've shown that they've gone ahead against Fulham, they've thrown away that 2-goal lead, and in years gone by, they would have either struck a blank and seen that draw, or they would have thrown it away and lost. But they found it within them to do what you would expect Manchester United teams of old to have done, which is go up the other end of the pitch and find a winner. To go to the Emirates and beat Arsenal, that was an incredibly big result for them. And we often talk about football sometimes being overcomplicated, but I think Michael Carrick has done just exactly the basics. Go in, give the lads a belief, tell them what it means to wear the badge, that those fans out there in that stadium are with them, not against them, and to embrace it.
Yeah, I think it would be idiotic to say like they haven't turned a corner, because I don't think they've won 3 games in a row in ages. Like that guy, like the fellow who's got his hair cut, like, my goodness, it might actually happen. Yeah, it's
funny that we're all thinking that right across football now. Everyone's like, he's nearly there. He's 3 games in, he's nearly there.
Spurs and West Ham next as well, so like they actually have a decent chance there, to be fair. He might actually be in the cup.
It's never been 3 out of 5, is it? So I think this is an unprecedented situation. So that is proof in itself that Carrick's doing a good job. What matters now for United?
Sorry to cut across, because if he doesn't go fully bald, by the way, from this, if he doesn't go like Ibrahim Konate, Craig Arne Slot levels of bald, he's missing a trick here. He's got to go from one extreme to the other and then start again.
That'd be amazing. Then he's got to up it. Like it's all about where you go next. It's got to be 10 games in a row now.
You can donate me his hair. Just stick it in a bag and ship it over to me.
That'd be amazing. I'd love to see that.
No, you wouldn't. Trust me, nobody would need to see me with that much hair.
The biggest thing for United now, and this is where they've gone wrong, because they've had spells like this, under Solskjaer especially. I think they might have won 11 of their first 12 under Solskjaer or something crazy like that. Their biggest test is what happens when there is a first drop, and when they experience that a gutting loss or a draw that they shouldn't have drawn. Like, yeah, they've done really well to go and win those games, but it's how they react to when they are in adversity. And that's where they've gone wrong before. Obviously, giving Solskjaer the job, getting Ralph Rangnick in. Amorim was a disaster from the start. Ten Hag actually did quite well for what he had under, but then it just faded away. Like, that is how they react in 3 months' time, and maybe they've lost a couple of games in a row. and who they appoint next, and if they do stick with Carrick, which is another decision in itself. But yeah, they absolutely have turned the corner, and fair play. And to be honest, I hate to say it, but it's been a pleasure to watch them the last 3 games. Like, it absolutely has. They've played really good football.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's at Chris Stonage. If you're on social media, if you want to direct your frustrations.
It's true.
Genuinely, though, Connor, give me a reason why United will finish above us and a reason why we'll finish above United.
Ooh. If they finish above us, and it's a big if, I think it'll be purely based on our inconsistency and their just like boosting confidence. And I think if we finish above them, it's just like order's been restored. Like, on paper, we should be miles clear of that United team. Let's be honest here. And if we can play like we played against Newcastle, I'm sure we will pull away over the next 7 or 8 games. But yeah, if they do manage to do it, and fair play to them if they do, but I'd imagine it'll be purely down to just the boost of confidence and the change to a system that the players can actually play, rather than trying to shoehorn them into Amram's system, which was just not working. So that'll be my 2 reasons. But I'd go probably 98% chance of us finishing above them. So,
Chris, how confident are you? Same questions. Give me a reason why Manchester United finish above us and a reason why we finish above them.
There's just no way. There's no way they're finishing above us. Like, yeah, they've had some good results. They played really well, but it's just not. It is not lasting. Like, it just won't. Then that's the reason that they're just not. I just think we are like astronomically better than them. The only way that it's going to change, like at our best, I mean, when we're at our worst, we're definitely not. So the only way that's going to change is if we don't perform to our level over the next 14 games, which I think 10% opportunity. But if they finish above us, I will keep the tash for the entire of next season. Like,
he's just looking for a reason to keep the tash now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll keep the tash, and what's an actual punishment? Because I just don't think it's going to happen. Like,
just keep letting it grow. Just let it keep going down.
Okay,
full Fu Manchu.
I will have a handlebar mustache if they finish above us, which will look terrible.
Young man.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
on, it's only a matter of time now.
It's got to be done. It's got to be. Well, yeah, and I'm open to other forfeits in the comments if United finish above us, but I just don't think it's happening.
So here's a question that I want to finish up with around Manchester United, Connor. Is the fact that they don't have other, if you want to call them distractions, the distractions of having to play in the Champions League or in European football, how big of a factor is that for the coach to just have one game a week to figure out?
Sure, we know firsthand. We won the league last year because of it. So maybe United do go on a late title charge here with no games to play midweek. It definitely helps, in fairness, doesn't it? Like, if you're in a good vein of form and you're able to get like the full week training in with no distractions, no traveling, no nothing, like, it definitely will help. But again, it shouldn't be coming, like, when you look at our team versus their team, look at historic results over the last 3 or 4 years compared to them, like, there's no reason why we shouldn't be finishing above them. And if they do finish above us, it's down to our ineptitude more than their greatness. So again, it will help them. I'm sure they will stay a bit more consistent because of it, but I can't expect them to finish above us still. I still think we'll do the business on them.
Chris, would you agree that they do have an advantage in the league race because of the non-European football, as much as that in itself isn't an advantage?
Yeah, I suppose that's one bit of logic that can be applied, but I think we play better when we have consistent football. That's my theory. I understand the whole, like, we need to rest thing and we need to rotate, we need to keep players fit, but I think Liverpool as a whole over the last 10 years have actually played better without rest. With so many times we've come back from international breaks and looked terrible. There's so many times where we've had a 9-day break and Jurgen was buzzing about it. I remember these games and we just go and lose 1-0 to Bournemouth or something.
I used to cringe every time we had a warm weather training camp because that meant we were losing the next game.
Exactly. So I genuinely think Liverpool as a whole, we play better when we're in competing across all fronts, and I think we'll give the Champions League a good go, and hopefully the FA Cup a good go as well. It really grinds my gears when people say, "Oh, us going out of a cup is a good thing because it frees up time." Like, it just doesn't apply. So yeah, I don't think
4 trophies to play for. You want to win them.
Exactly.